So, a special congratulations to all of the real estate agents that are really serious about their business and, most importantly, making changes for themselves rather than sitting around waiting on the market to change, waiting on interest rates to drop, waiting on some sort of adjustment out there. They realize they need to sell in today's market. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single week to help you in growing your real estate business. And we hear an awful lot about the agents that are struggling, the agents that aren't going to make it in this business or have already left the business. We don't give enough congratulations to those that are out there striving, that are really digging, fighting, trying to succeed in business. And most importantly, making the changes needed in order to survive and thrive in today's marketplace. There's an awful lot of agents out there that realize the market's changed, your approach needs to change. Over the past 30 days, I've been meeting with a lot of agents one-on-one, where we do our blueprint days, our one-on-one consulting. And it's shocking to me how many agents just were flying by the seat of their pants. You know, if you go back to the COVID days when everybody was buying and selling and homes were selling for over asking price and that type of thing, there was such a need in the market. When that stabilized and significantly lowered, there's an awful lot of agents that were caught with their pants down. You know, Warren Buffett always said, you never know who's swimming naked until the tide goes out. Well, the tide went out and we saw who was swimming naked. There's an awful lot of agents that weren't doing what they should be doing to generate business. 90% of their business was coming from past clients and referrals. And when the market's crazy hot, yeah, there's plenty of people there that you can make enough money. You're not going to get rich from that, but you can make enough money to get by. What happens when the tide goes out? So for an awful lot of agents that have made the changes needed, they've got better marketing campaigns. They've got better conversion sequences. They're really digging deep on, what am I saying when I call that prospect? What does my email look like when I email them? How desirable is the marketing piece that I'm mailing to them? And am I really positioning myself as a top producer that can do a great job for them that gets superior results? We're not worried about discount brokers. We're not worried about there's 9,000 agents in my MLS. It's so difficult here. You're not even competing against those 9,000. You're not even getting to the kitchen table. The problem is not the other agents. The problem is obscurity. So for an awful lot of agents, they're doing what it takes to really step back and look at their business. Look at it written out on a napkin, written out on a piece of paper. Here's where my new business comes in. Here's how I convert them. Here's everything that I do to stay in touch with them, to build trust, authority, and credibility. So ultimately, they want to use you as their real estate agent. Again, the vast majority of your competition is just sitting around. They're waiting. They're waiting on the next Fed meeting. They're waiting on the 10-year the 10-year Treasury to change the interest rates. They're waiting for all these fictitious things that are never going to happen. And there's so many of them that aren't even educating their consumers. They're not building a database and educating that database. If you don't do it, someone else will, namely mainstream media. They're telling them how bad the market is and home prices are dropping and interest rates and it's unaffordable and everything else. Meanwhile, if you call your title company, you will see they are closing deals left and right. How many times have you heard me say that? Call your title company. Ask them, are you closing deals? And who are these people that are closing? Let me ask you something. If interest rates went to 12%, let's hope that doesn't happen, but if they ever went to 12%, how bad would that affect all the baby boomers that are buying for cash? They don't care. Why are you working with people that need a mortgage if you think the mortgage is the problem? You can very easily get with a marketing list broker, a mailing list broker, go to Google and type it in and get a list of everybody in your area with this type of income, with this type of net worth, with a home that has no mortgage. They've lived in their home at least 10 years. You can get any database that you want. What are you doing for your business rather than sitting around shopping, watching webinars, watching YouTube videos, frankly, doing everything you can except implementing what needs to be done for your business? If I sat down with you today and I said, show me where all your new business is coming in from. Show me the marketing campaigns that you're deploying. Show me the free stuff and the paid stuff. Show me the online and the offline marketing that you're doing. Would you be stumped within the first 2 minutes? Would you realize, holy crap, maybe I don't really have a real estate practice. Maybe I'm licensed, but not practicing. Maybe I just hold a license, and then whenever one of my friends or family needs me, that's when I make money, but there's not enough of them that need me right now. So a really good idea for you would be to get more friends and family, to get more people to follow you. I guarantee you there's someone right now watching this video that's never seen me before. Welcome to the family. I just added one more. What if you do that today? What if you get another one tomorrow and another one the next day, and that sphere of influence you had that was 350 people, then it's 3,000. Do you think you'll make more money that way? Then you need to put out some sort of productivity that shows you are educating them, you are helpful, meaningful information that they're excited to watch. That's how you grow your real estate business. You start to put out content that's helpful, meaningful, educational for the prospects. And guess what? Instead of marketing to 93 people, all of a sudden you have 900 people. And you can grow from there. The youngins these days, they call them followers, right? How many followers do you have? Well, if you think that you've got followers, but you're really standing there by yourself, you're just going on a walk. Nobody's following you at all. You're going on a walk completely by yourself. If you think you're a leader and nobody's following you, you're just going on a walk. So your goal is to decide on 3, 4, 5 different marketing pieces or tips that you could utilize that you just pound on those things. Why you need to buy right now. What does it mean by marry the house and date the rate? Do you know how important that is in today's market? Do you realize how important it is for them to buy when no one else can afford to buy? Because if they wait until rates go down, home prices are going to go up. There will be multiple offers if rates go down, period. Guess what happens when there's multiple offers? You aren't saving money. Maybe rates will go down so low, like we had before. Maybe rates will go down so low that you'll get to win by paying $100,000 over asking price. Is that what you'd like to do? Would you like to wait until home prices go down so low that you have to pay $70,000 more than asking because you feel like you're winning? Maybe we should educate our consumers on how the market really works. And if you put out content, it's free to be on YouTube. How much money do you think I spent to load this video on YouTube? It's free to put your stuff out there. Now, I realize you don't like yourself on video because you feel like you look old and fat. That's not true. You actually are old and fat. So let's be old, fat, and rich. Let's just do that because that's what you're going to look like when you knock on their damn door anyway. So let's go ahead and put the content out there so we have a lot more people that know you, like you, and trust you. See, for an awful lot of agents, when they're building that sphere of influence, their problem is they understand that concept and they do feel that the people in my sphere of influence, they know me, like me, and trust me. Nope, not true. They know you and like you. That's the only two that you focus on. Everything you do with friends, family, everything else, they know you and like you. Every time I hear someone say, well, I can't believe my sister bought with another agent. My cousin didn't use me. They used another agent. That's because they know you and like you. It's not because they know you, like you, and trust you. You're trying to build that trust, authority, and credibility. And if you don't have that with anyone, including your own family members, they're not going to go with you. They just like you and they know you. That doesn't mean they trust you as their real estate advisor. You know how you make that happen? Show them you know your stuff. Put out content. Create a marketing campaign where when I look at what you're doing for the month, print it out. When I look at what you're doing for the month, for each and every month, here's July, here's August, here's September. When I know what you're doing, I can say, if you put all this out, you should expect this in return. You know what most agents do? Sit around waiting on someone to contact them. Watching webinars, trying this out. I don't know. Do you think this will work? Oh, I heard bad things about that. Oh, I was looking at online reviews for this shit. You know who leaves reviews? People that are losing in life. That's who's leaving reviews. You really want to base your business on what other people are doing? It's probably a bad idea. Maybe look at what you're doing right now and say, do I need a leg up? Do I need to do better at what I'm doing here? So for those of you that have made those changes, whether you're working with me or you're working with someone else, or you've got a new campaign that you're doing of some sort, if you can lay it out on a piece of paper and you can demonstrate how you're going to make money in July, August, and September from people that don't know you yet, congratulations. From me to you, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you are going to crush it in today's market because an awful lot of agents are leaving the industry. By the way, we've already lost hundreds of thousands of realtors. The other ones are here, but the reason they haven't gotten rid of their license yet is because there hasn't been another fee due. As soon as that fee is due, they are going to be leaving. You know, that's how it works, is whenever dues come up, they say, I think I'm just going to turn my license in. So right now, again, they're licensed, but they're not practicing. If you hold a real estate license and you think that hanging out online, checking stuff out, even watching this video, if you think these things are making you money, you're wrong. It's very important to learn, but after you learn for a while, the L has to become silent, right? You have to actually implement those things. So if you do not have a business model that you can lay out on a piece of paper and show me how you're getting new business, you have a fake business. You have a license, but you don't have a practice. That's what you need to work on today. When you look at all of the videos we put out, the reason you subscribe to this channel and you ring the bell, turn on notifications for all the things we put out. Why? Because we have over 1,000 videos to get your mind right, to get your actions right, to get your marketing right, to get your conversion right, so that you're doing everything you need to do in order to succeed. It's crucial for you to stay focused on results rather than waiting on something to change. I know you've heard me say it a million times before, but if you are 300 years old today, if today is your 300th birthday, you saw 2.6% interest rates one time in 300 years. You think it's coming back? The only thing you need is a worldwide pandemic where it's illegal to go outside and realtors aren't considered essential, so they're not allowed to show houses. That's what you're waiting on to come back. That's what your sellers are waiting on because you haven't explained that to them. You haven't shown them a picture of a turtle that's 271 years old and shown them that he saw 2.5% interest rates one time in his entire life. So maybe the next best time to buy would be now. Because by the way, you can in fact marry the house, get the house right now, because you're getting two things. You're buying a house and you're signing up for a mortgage. One of them you can never change the terms of. The other one, you can. So let's date that rate, and if we ever need to upgrade it to something else, we can, and it only costs us $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 to do it. Or you can wait until maybe rates go down, which means you can pay an extra 50 grand for the house, whichever's better for you. Do you see how when you put content out, you can actually get their mind working the right way rather than the clickbait shit that you see on the internet? Give them real content that actually makes sense, that you can justify why they should be making that move. So we are seeing a great separation happening with real estate agents right now. There is no such thing as a middle-class realtor. There is people that are winning and there are people that are losing. And very simply put, those that are losing are the ones that are sitting around waiting on something to change. Meanwhile, homes are selling every single day. Now, if it makes you feel better, you can look at the fact that home sales are down by 10%. Is your money down by 10% or is your money down by 100? Maybe you need to make some adjustments to know how to sell in today's market. There's people buying, there's people selling. I can't tell you how many, I'm only working on sellers. Nobody's buying right now. Who's going to buy your listing? Oh, I'm only working with buyers because nothing's selling right now. What the hell are the buyers going to buy? If your market had 3,250 sales last month, it had 3,250 buyers last month. You had the exact same number of sellers as you did buyers. Who should you go after? Anybody that has a need for your service. They don't care about your help. They don't want you to represent their best interest. What are you doing? Offer something that they can't get anywhere else. And if they want that, they'll go with you. And it doesn't matter if they're a seller or a buyer. It's a motivated prospect that you can help their family with their real estate needs. And most importantly, provide something they can't get elsewhere, which means they will work with you. They won't be loyal to you. They'll be loyal to your service, to what you provide, because it's the best that they can get. I don't know if you know this or not, but they should be loyal to their family. They should be loyal to the very best deal that they can get, which is generally value, not price. So maybe fix that side of what you're doing. Those of you that are doing that, you are going to win handsomely. I'm going to make a prediction here as we're publishing this here today on July 1st. This month, in the month of July, we're going to have an interest rate drop. It's going to happen. I really think that it's been artificially held high because the feds were convinced that tariffs were going to create inflation. and they're seeing inflation continues to go down. What's going on? We're bringing in billions of dollars and inflation keeps going down. So I think when the Feds speak again, we're going to find that rates go down because they were artificially held high in anticipation of some sort of fake inflation that may happen. Let's hope that that's the case. As real estate professionals, as people that help those to experience the dream of home ownership, let's hope that that happens for us here. But I'm telling you now, you're going to wait till it's too late if you're not making those changes right now. If you're not doing what you need to do to create a marketing campaign so you can take advantage of that, you can help more families, you're going to wait until everybody else is already selling houses. And then you look at the history books that say last month home sales were up. You're like, oh, maybe I should make an adjustment now. You've already missed the boat. Those of you that are doing it right now, congratulations. Sincerely, you're doing what needs to be done to not only survive and thrive right now, but what you're doing is going to allow you to blossom tremendously as the floodgates come open. There's no question you have pent up demand. Look at all the buyers and the sellers you're talking with now. Yes, we want to move, but we're not ready yet. Yes, we want to move, but we're going to pause. We're going to hold. We're waiting on something to happen. You know there's massive amounts of pent up demand, more than you've seen in your entire career. You're positioning yourself for it or you're not. You know the floodgates are getting ready to open. Are you ready for it? What marketing do you have out there right now? It's what I help agents with. If you're following our page, you already know that's the case. I'm actually doing a special training this Wednesday just because of that. Tomorrow, we're doing this special training. If you go to gregsmonthlytraining.com, you'll see some details on that, because those that are positioning themselves the right way, they are going to win. Hopefully I'll see you there as well. But look at your marketing campaign. See if you feel confident. I'm doing what it takes to get new people involved. I'm Greg Luther. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.